On guys, back for this Monday slate. We have a 9-game slate for Monday, so it's a pretty large slate. So let's get right into it. Please be sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe. Let's try to get 100 likes on this. So have a lot of injury news already has been released on this slate. We know CJ McCollum is going to miss about a week at least. We know that Russell Westbrook has been suspended. And that Kevin Durant is probably going to play against the Spurs. So those are all big news. So at point guard, I'm going to start it off with Elfrid Payton at 7,500. Have played him a lot over the past week. He's been on fire, 4 straight triple-doubles. Drew Holiday is still out for this one. His price tag is still at 7,500. It's not as expensive as it should be, considering he is just on fire right now, playing so many minutes. And with Holiday out, he has like all the usage at the guard position. So it's also, even though the Pelicans are not playing for anything at this time of the season, Elfrid Payton has a lot to play for as he is on a 1-year deal, so he's going to be a free agent at the end of the season. So he has a lot to play for as he only signed a 1-year, I think $3 million offer. So he's looking for a big payday. He's going to continue to play a ton of minutes, and the matchup against Dallas is not scary at all. I love Payton at point guard. Dennis Schroeder at 5,100. So he's going to be kind of chalky, but he's going to step in for Russell Westbrook playing. He's going to play over like 30 minutes, 35 minutes probably. The matchup against Miami is not ideal, but they are playing at home. The OKC plays very fast. It's a lot to like with Dennis Schroeder in this spot. Next up, I like Paul George at 9,700. So he's going to benefit a ton without Russell Westbrook. Westbrook was shot only 1 of 15, I think, last game. Paul George also didn't shoot that well, just shot a little over 33%, but he only shot 9 of 25. Both guys were on fire heading into the game against Golden State. Paul George still had a very solid fantasy line of 53 Draftkings points. Without Westbrook, he's going to take a ton more shots. He's going to have the ball in his hands a lot more. He's probably going to play like 40 minutes-ish, like 38 to 40 minutes. And there's no doubt in my mind that he's going to clear over 60 Draftkings points. He can easily get you 65, 70, or even push it up to 80. If he is flirting with the triple-double, if he is really racking up assists as well. So I love Paul George. Josh Jackson at 4,200. Gonna need some value if we're gonna pay up for some of these studs. Josh Jackson, I like him because I don't think Richaun Holmes is gonna play, and he's been getting some solid minutes. Without Holmes last game, he was on track to play about 28 minutes, and then the game went into overtime, so he played 33. But he's probably gonna play around like 25 to 28 minutes. If Tyler Johnson misses as well, his minutes should be even more secure. But at 4,200, he's not a great shooter, but he has been shooting okay as of late, especially from long range. He hasn't shot. He's been shooting at least 50% in like over a large part of his games recently from 3. Against the Bulls, they don't play defense at all. It's at home. I think Jackson's going to be a solid value play. Damian Lillard is another guy, another stud that's going to benefit a lot without CJ McCollum. Yeah, it's going to be a Damian Lillard show. He took 29 shots last game. CJ McCollum only played about like 20-something minutes, and he left with a knee injury. But Lillard is going to continue to just soak up so much more usage without McCollum. He's probably going to play like 36 to 40 minutes if the game is close. Indiana plays a pretty solid defense, but the individual matchup against Darren Collison should be in Damian Lillard's favor. It's also at home. So I love Damian Lillard at home. He's just going to have every opportunity to take this game over. If he wants to go for a season high in points, this will be a spot without McCollum in there. And then finally, I think Trevor Ariza is a little too cheap at just 4,900. So he hasn't played a ton of minutes lately. Well, last game he was going to be a game time decision with a knee injury. Then I'm not sure if that knee bothered him later in the game. He only played 26 minutes. I don't think he played any fourth quarter minutes. Or it might have been that the other guys on the court, Bobby Portis or whoever they had on the court, were playing well. But either way, Trevor Ariza is averaging 35 minutes on the season. In a Wizards uniform, he's averaging like 36, 37 in competitive games. The Wizards are still kind of alive for the playoff spot. It's at home against Utah. Not a great matchup, but 4,900 for a guy that does have 40-point upside. Even dropped 50 once. So he does have upside. And if he gets hot from 3, you could have like a 45-point game or like 35 to 40. Seems like a solid bet to get at least 6x value, if not 7, 8x. So those are the 6 players that I have my eye on as of now. As always, thanks for watching. You can follow me on Twitter at the DFS Process. If you want to get on board, you can visit the website, dfsprocess.net. Thanks for watching, and good luck tonight.